Good day, everyone. Today, I'll be talking about footwear manufacturing plants, what they are, how they work, and why they are so important. A footwear manufacturing plant is a facility dedicated to the large-scale production of shoes. It combines art, design, engineering, and skilled labor to create products that people use daily all over the world. The footwear industry is an essential part of the global economy, employing millions and producing billions of pairs every year. In this produci- in this report, we'll explore the structure of a typical plant, the production processes, the materials used, the roles of different departments, quality control measures, sustainability initiatives, and some of the challenges in the industry faces today. What is footwear manufacturing plant? The footwear industry is a massive and diverse globally. Over 20 billion pairs of shoes are produced every year, with demand spread across every region and demographic. The leading manufacturing countries are China, Vietnam, Indonesia, India, and Brazil. These countries dominate production thanks to their skilled workforce, developed supply chains, and competitive costs. Footwear plants vary widely in scale and type. Some specialize in mass production of affordable shoes, while others focus on high-end or artisanal designs. Categories include athletic shoes, formal dress shoes, boots, sandals, and casual styles. The industry also has a highly interconnected supply chain, sourcing raw materials globally and distributing finished products worldwide. Plant, plant layout and departments. A typical footwear manufacturing plant is organized into several specialist departments to ensure smooth production flow and efficiency. The main departments usually include design and development, cutting, stitching, or closing, lasting, assembly and finishing, quality control, and warehousing and shipping. The layout is carefully planned to optimize movement of materials and minimize unnecessary transport and delays. For example, cutting is located close to stitching, so components flow quickly from one step to the next. An efficient layout reduces production time and waste, lowering costs and maintaining quality. Importance of industry, billions of pairs produced annually, major employer globally. Design and development, the production journey begins in the design and development department. Designers study fashion trends, customers' needs, and performance requirements to create a new footwear concepts. They use traditional sketches and advanced computer-aided design, which is CAD software, to visualize the shoe in both 2D and 3D. This department also produces prototypes, early samples used to test the design's look, fit, and function. Prototyping is a collaborative effort involving marketing materials, suppliers, and production engineer to ensure that the shoe is not only attractive but also manufacturable and cost-effective. Presentation overview. Industry overview, plant and layout departments, materials and processes, quality control, sustainability and ethics, challenges and future outlooks. Materials used in footwear production. Footwear production relies on a wide range of materials. For the upper part of the shoe, manufacturers use leather, synthetic leather, textiles, mesh, and various technical fabrics. The, sh- the sole materials include rubber, EVA, ethylene vinyl acetate, polyurethane, PU, and thermoplastic polyurethane, TPU, each offering different levels of flexibility, cushioning, and durability. Inside the shoe, linings and insoles use textiles, foams, and sometimes leather to provide comfort and support. Accessories like laces, eyelets, and zippers are also sourced and prepared. An important trend in recent years is the growing use of sustainable materials, recycled plastics, plant-based leathers, and biodegradable compounds to reduce the environmental footprints. Cutting department, once materials are sourced, production begins with cutting. In the cutting department, sheets of leather, fabric, or synthetic materials are cut into precise shapes for each shoe part. This can be done manually with dies and knives or with modern computer-controlled cutting machines that improve accuracy and reduce waste. Efficiency in cutting is vital because materials are often the most expensive part of a shoe. Operators check for defects in raw materials and carefully plan layouts to maximize usage. Proper cutting ensures that pieces fit together accurately in later stages and maintain consistent quality across production batches. Stitching or closing department. After cutting, components move to the stitching or closing department. Here are the pieces of the upper are sewn together, creating the main body of the shoe. Skilled workers use industrial sewing machines, and sometimes embroidery machines to assemble panels, linings, and reinforcement. This stage requires precision and expertise as stitching quality affects both the durability and appearance of the final product. Workers inspect their seams carefully, ensuring that the stitches are even, strong, and aesthetic and well pleasing. A mistake at this stage can ruin a shoe. So quality control is integrated throughout the process. Lasting and assembly. Once the upper is complete, it gets to the lasting and assembly stages. Lasting is a critical process where the upper is stretched and shaped over a foot shape mold to give the shoe its final form. This ensures correct fit, shape, and structure. There are several lasting methods including cemented or glued, strobel, strobel which is stitched to a sole, and Goodyear welted, stitched and glued for durability. After lasting, soles are attached using adhesives, vulcanizing, or injection molding, depending on the design and material. Finally, insoles, laces, and branding elements are added to complete the shoe. Footwear industry overview. Global market, 20 billion pairs annually. Leading producers, China, Vietnam, Indonesia, India. Raw material source worldwide. Manufacturing concentrated in Asia. Distribution to global markets, high competitive pricing, and high volumes. Plant layouts and departments, typical departments, design and development, cutting, stitching, closing, and what we call lasting and assembly. Finishing and quality control, warehousing and shipping. Efficient layout reduces waste and transport time. So in finishing and quality control, the nearly finished shoe then goes to finishing and quality control. In finishing, shoes are cleaned, polished, labeled, and sometimes treated for waterproofing or color correction. This is also where branding, tags, and final packaging components are added. Quality control is rigorous. Inspectors look for defects in stitching, gluing, and finishing. They also test fit, flexibility, and durability according to brand and safety standards. Any defective products is either repaired or rejected. High quality control ensures that customers receive products that meet expectations and reduces returns and complaints. So in warehousing and distribution, after passing quality checks, shoes move to warehousing and distribution. Warehouses store finished shoes, organized by style, size, color, and destination. Packaging and design Packaging is designed to protect shoes during transport and showcase the brand. Distribution involves coordinating with the local and international shipping partners to deliver orders to retailers or directly to customers. Modern plants use inventory management systems to track stock levels in real time, ensuring timely fulfillment of orders and reducing excess inventory. Design and development designer create concepts based on trends, use of CAD softwares for 2D or 3D modeling, prototyping for testing fit, look, and collaboration with marketing suppliers, production engineer. So the materials used are for uppers, leather synthetics, textiles, mesh, soles, for soles, rubber, EAV, EVA, PU, TPU. For linings and or insoles, foam, textiles, or leather. Accessories, eyelets, laces, zippers. Sustainability trend, recycled. Cutting department and stitching. Manual versus it can be done manually or computerized. Minimize waste, ensures accuracy, inspection for defects, consistent quality, sewing upper components together, skilled labor, ensure strong, even seams, integrated quality control checks, use of industrial sewing and embroidery machine. In, em- in environmental and social considerations, Modern footwear manufacturing faces growing security over environmental and social impacts. Many plants now implement sustainability initiatives such as recycling scrap materials, using water-based adhesives, and sourcing eco-friendly materials, energy-efficient machinery, and waste reduction programs further lower environmental footprints. Ethical manufacturing is also a priority. Companies adopt fair labor practices, ensuring safe working conditions, reasonable hours, and fair wages. Certifications like ISO standard and fair trade labels help demonstrate commitment to social responsibility. Consumers increasingly demand that the shoes they buy are both well made and ethically produced. Lasting and process assembly types is cement. It was cemented types of plastic, cement, strobel, Goodyear welted. And we have already discussed that. So finishing and quality control also were done. Cleaning, adding, branding, labels, waterproofing, packaging, inspection for defects, durability testing, and reduces returns. Sustainability, recycling scraps, eco-friendly, adhesive, energy-efficient machines, fair labor practices, safe working conditions, reasonable hours, certification of ISO standard, like we've already done that. Challenges, uh, challenges in footwear, in footwear manufacturing and future outlook, cause pressures from globally competition, maintaining quality and scale, labor training and turnover, supply chain disruptions. Despite advances, the footwear industry faces several challenges. Cost pressure from global competition force companies to balance affordability with quality. Materials prices fluctuate, and supply chains can be disrupted by geopolitical tensions or natural disasters. Maintaining consistent quality across massive production volumes requires skilled workers and strict controls. Labor challenges include training, retention, and fair wages in regions with limited resources. Meanwhile, ri- rising consumer demand for sustainable products pushes brands to innovate with greener materials and processes while keeping prices competitive. For future outlooks, greater automation, focus on sustainability, innovation, and design and materials. Responding to consumer expectations since it was needed to lessen the return and reduce the hours that the laborers work. For conclusions, just the summary. Footwear manufacturing, complex multi-stage process combines design, materials, skilled labor, logistics, responding to consumer expectation, industry evolving toward automation, ethics, sustainability. In conclusion, footwear manufacturing is a complex multi-stage process that transforms design ideas into functional, stylish, stylish products worn by billions of people worldwide. It requires careful coordination of design, materials, skilled labor, technology, and logistics to ensure quality and efficiency. As the industry evolves, manufacturers are embracing automation, sustainability, and ethical production to meet consumer expectations and regulatory demands. By understanding how footwear plants operate, we can better appreciate the craftsmanship and engineering that go into every pair of shoes we wear. And that is all. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope you have learned something from this presentation. And that's all. Thank you.